Hi, I'm here for my top 300 favorite characters list. I did a top 100 favorite characters ranking, which was a lot of fun, and I eventually decided to do a top 200 favorite characters ranking, which I did like working on, but it did feel stressful for me. It took a long time to work on, and figuring out where 200 characters would go started to feel like too much. And I thought that not doing any rankings like that again would be a good idea, even though I did have some really good experiences working on them overall, in my opinion. But I decided that a top 300 could work if I went with my original plan. For my top 100 favorite characters ranking, it was originally a list where I had 100 characters in the list, but I didn't have them in particular ranked order, like 80, 79, 78, stuff like that. And I thought that I could potentially get to 300 if I didn't have to worry about does a character go at number 250, 249, and stuff like that. So I decided to make a top 300 favorite characters list. Because I've done a top 100 and top 200, a lot of the characters are characters that I have talked about. But there's also I think at least 100 characters that weren't in the top 200 favorite characters ranking. So there's still some new stuff, which is really cool. And I made my top 200 favorite characters ranking before I had seen K-pop Demon Hunters, which I started regretting doing it before I had seen that because I ended up loving K-pop Demon Hunters a lot more than I thought I would. Uh, so I have a lot of characters, and I have them in somewhat random order. Some of them are somewhat organized where the two franchises that have the most characters I have at the top of the list. After that, it kind of goes from being in somewhat of a order to being really random. The first franchise uh, on the list is Code Geass. I have a lot of characters from Code Geass. All characters that I feel like I've talked about a lot, so I don't feel like I need to give big explanations this time. And in fact, I don't think I need to give any explanations. But in case you're wondering, Lelouch, one of my favorite protagonists, surely one of the greatest characters of all time, means so much to me. Lloyd, possibly the greatest comic relief of all time. It could keep going on and on, but basically the Code Geass characters that made the list are Lelouch Lamperouge, Suzaku Kurugi, C2, Colin Stotfeld, Shirley Finetti, Lloyd Asplund, Princess Cornelia, Emperor Charles, Prince Schneisel, uh, Detard Reed, Anya Allstream, Kaname Ogi, Valletta New, Jeremiah Gottwald, Cecile Krumi, Professor Rakshada, Gina Weinberg, General Bartley, Prince Clovis, Empress Marion, and Mao. A lot of Code Geass characters. Another big franchise for me is Batman. From Batman, I have Batman, Joker, Penguin, Riddler, Egghead, because I love Vincent Price a lot, Hugo Strange, Two Face, Scarecrow, Hatter, Ra's al Ghul, Alfred Pennyworth, Commissioner Gordon, the Clock King, uh, the Weeper, who I love from his appearance in Batman the Brave and the Bold, Catwoman, Batgirl, Professor Bubbles from the 1977 Batman cartoon show, uh, Professor, I think like McElroy, the guy who thinks he's King Tut, and Farmer Brown from the new Batman Adventures. From Blue's Clues, I have Blue, Steve, Joe, Josh, Mr. Salt, Magenta, Periwinkle, and Rainbow Poppy. So Blue's Clues was three, and after Blue's Clues is Hazbin Hotel, another really big one for me. And from Hazbin Hotel, I have Charlie Morningstar, Vaggie, Anthony, Alistair, Serpentius, Adam, Lute, Vox, Valentino, Velvet, Charlie's father, and Cestial. Five, I have She-Ra. I have She-Ra, Katra, Hordak, Shadow Weaver, and Horde Prime. Six, He-Man. I have He-Man and Skeletor. Seven, another huge one for me, Frozen. I have Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Hans, Elsa and Anna's parents, and the Duke of Wesselton. Eight, one of my personal favorites, Tamaraya. I have Fu, Keiru, Mayon, Nori, Kane, Shihiro, and Tomo. Nine, I have Superman. Uh, I have Superman, Lex Luthor, Lionel Luthor, who's Lex Luthor's father, Supergirl, Crypto the Superdog, Jor-El, because I love Marlon Brando's performance a lot, and Dr. Virgil Swan, Christopher Reeve's guest character from Smallville, because I love Christopher Reeve a lot. 10, I have Pokemon. And from Pokemon, I have Giovanni, Lily, uh, Dr. Fuji, and Amber Fuji. 11, I have SpongeBob SquarePants. I have SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, and because I'm a big fan of the superhero stuff, Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy, and Man Ray. 12, Food Fight is not exactly an amazing film, but there is an amazing character in it, and that is Mr. Clipboard, who is one of the most entertaining characters of all time, at the very least, possibly the most. 13, another big one for me, My Little Pony, and from My Little Pony, I have Twilight Sparkle, Fluttershy, Sunset Shimmer, Mod Pie, Discord, Queen Chrysalis, Principal Cinch, Trixie, and Starlight Glimmer. 14, from My Jaime, I have Natsuki and Shizuru. 15, I have Peter Venkman from Ghostbusters. 16, Dudley Do Right and Snidely Whiplash from Dudley Do Right, because I really like the live action Dudley Do Right film. I think it's so much fun. 17, I think what's my favorite Marvel franchise? X-Men. I have Professor X, Magneto, Wolverine, Mystique, Emma Frost, Magic, Jean Grey, and Rogue. 18, I have Mayor Humdinger, Marshall, Chase, Sky, Everest, Liberty, and Sweetie from Paw Patrol. And then 19, is for the Teen Titans franchise. I have Raven, Deathstroke, Deathstroke's daughter Ravager, and Jinx. 20, The Wind Rises. I have Naoko Satomi, by the way. But 21, I have, of course, I could always be wrong, but 21, I have Kuroyuki Jaime, the Black Snow Princess, and her friend Megami from Excel World. 22, I have Miu and Azusa from K-On! 23, is for Looney Tunes, and I didn't have any Looney Tunes characters in the top 200 because I often think of Looney Tunes as ensembles. It's hard to pick out some characters, but I managed to think up four favorites of mine, and I certainly have other favorites. But for my list, I decided to go with Bugs Bunny, Tweety Bird, Elmer Fudd, and Lola Bunny. 24, I have Yor and Anya from Spy Family. 25 is for Littlest Pet Shop, and I have Fisher Biscuit and Buttercream. 26, Puppy in My Pocket Adventures in Pocketville. I have Eva and the Pet Buster because they're very over the top and a lot of fun. 27 is for Gilmore Girls, and I have the two protagonists, Lorelai Gilmore, Rory Gilmore. 28, I have Star Trek, and I have Captain Picard, Q, Data, William Riker, Tasha Yar, Lore, Professor Moriarty, and Dr. Adam Soong. I'm a big fan of the Next Generation Picard stuff. 29, I have Lazy Town, and from Lazy Town, I have Robbie Rotten, who is amazing. And 30, I have The Hatter and Alice from Alice in Wonderland. So I hope that you like the list so far.